Galaxy Buds Plus versus Galaxy Buds Pro. Let's check them out. What up, guys? Welcome back. Digital Slang. Today we're going to check out the Galaxy Buds Pro versus the Galaxy Buds Plus. We are going to check out the differences. There are going to be a lot of similarities with these earbuds. The Galaxy Buds Pro, they're going to be released soon, and the Buds Plus, they up to date are pretty much the best Samsung has to offer. Some people like the Buds Live better. It's all opinion. A little different earbuds there, but the Buds Pro are definitely meant to be replacements for the Buds Plus, the next generation of earbuds from Samsung. Let's check them out. We're going to see the differences, and we're going to start right now with pricing and packaging. So pricing on the Buds Pro at launch will be around $200, and the Buds Plus are around $149 right now at places like Best Buy. If you go on Amazon, you can find them for a little cheaper. And at the end of the video, we'll talk about if I think either of these are worth that price. And next we're going to talk about packaging. So look, we all know packaging, how Samsung does it, all very similar, right? All of them, the Buds Live, the original Buds, the Buds Plus, the Buds Pro, all very similar packaging. And I like it. It's clean, it's neat, it's small, compact. I dig it. It's cool. Inside of the boxes though, both of these USB Type-C to charge, exactly the same packaging, exactly the same wrapping, exactly the same cable, USB Type-C to charge. Now, the actual earbuds. On the Buds Plus, we do get a little bit extra for our money. So not only do we have small, medium, and large silicone tips, we do get these sleeves also, and we do not get any extra sleeves on the Galaxy Buds Pro. All we get are these small, medium, and large silicone tips. Now, a lot of people have been posting questions about the actual tips of the earbuds. So let's take a look at those really quick, and I'll show you the difference in the actual tips for each earbud. So on the Pros, they are a little different. And you can see, let me get one of the Pluses out too. So if we take a look at the actual stem side by side, you can see it is a much rounder and bigger circle or an oval stem on the Buds Pro compared to the Galaxy Buds Plus. And the silicone tips do not fit on the Buds Pro, at least the ones that come with the Buds Plus. I'm sure you can maybe really fight to get them on, but it is a pain. I did try it and I couldn't get it on there. It's just a bigger of a circle on the Galaxy Buds Pro, and sideways, lengthwise, the stem is not as long either. You can see much longer stem here on the Galaxy Buds Plus compared to the Galaxy Buds Pro. And other than that, the silicone tips are actually very similar, just a smaller hole on the ones for the Galaxy Buds Plus. So we talked about price, we talked about packaging, we talked about the stem and the silicone tips on the Galaxy Buds Plus as well as the Pro. Let's talk about battery life really quick. Let's get this stuff out of the way actually. Now, battery life is different on here, and I'll explain why that probably is. Battery life on the Galaxy Buds Plus, 11 hours and an extra 11 hours with the case. And on the Buds Pro, you're getting about 5 hours and 18 hours with the case on these earbuds. And the difference is these have ANC, so you're gonna burn through battery life faster with ANC. Now, both of these earbuds do support wireless charging. Both of these earbuds do work with reverse wireless charging on your phones. So you can use your phone to charge up your buds if you want to. Now let's talk about IP rating on these buds. The Galaxy Buds Plus are IPX2, basically water resistance, but very light water resistance on here. Not the best, but you can work out in them. You can run, just don't get them wet. Do not submerge them in water. The Galaxy Buds Pro, however, have an IPX7 water resistance rating, which is 1 meter of water up to 30 minutes long. So if these do get submerged in water, they should be okay. Now keep in mind, an IPX7 is a good rating for water resistance and waterproofing, but it does not include dust resistance. That is not a dust resistance rating at all. That is IP67. So just keep that in mind. These have not been tested for dust only water, but still saying that it is a better rating than on the Galaxy Buds Plus. Now the cases, of course, you can see the difference here. One is a glossy finish, the other is a matte finish. And of course, we now have a different size case. So this is all preference. What do you prefer? Do you prefer glossy? Do you prefer matte finish? If you guys follow the channel, everything matte finish. That's what I want. That's what I prefer. Less fingerprints. I just like the look. There's not really a glare on it compared to the glossy finish. And which shape do you like better? Do you like this squared off shape with the rounded edges, or do you like this more of an oval shape, right? Both of them are not very big. If you compare this to something like the AirPods Pro, you can see the AirPods Pro is wider and about the same height as these. So keep that in mind. It's all preference when it comes to the look of the case as well as the shape of the case. Just keep that in mind. And as far as the IP rating goes, just so you know, the buds are water resistant, not the case. So don't get the case wet or you will damage the case. Next, we're going to talk about sound quality on these two earbuds. I'm going to go into the app too at some point and show you the app. Very similar app support on here. The apps for these, the Galaxy wearable apps, it's great, right? And we're going to talk about that. But I want to talk about sound quality first on these because they are very different. And in my opinion, the Galaxy Buds Pro blow the Galaxy Buds Plus away as far as sound quality goes. Volume-wise, both of these get loud enough, but the sound quality on the Galaxy Buds Pro sound fantastic. I enjoyed them tremendously, and for me, it's a little different of a sound that I'm really enjoying, and I'm starting to enjoy since the Pandas. I've always been a bass head. I still love that thump, right? That deep, crazy bass. I love it. This is not that. The highs and the mids are fantastic on here. And when that bass hits, when that bass comes in, because there is some good bass on here, but when it does come in, it's the perfect complement to the highs and the mids on here. I love how these sound. In my opinion, they sound really good. I'm very happy with how these sound. Because of that, these will be in my daily rotation without a doubt. That's how good they sound. The Buds Plus, not a lot of bass. Even in the app, using the EQ, if you turn on bass boost, it doesn't really do much for it. I'm not impressed with the sound quality on these at all. And in fact, not only am I not impressed with that, I actually went to Best Buy today and bought these because I've been using this pair right here for the longest time, and I forgot how bad they sounded. And when I started comparing the sound between the two of these, I thought my Galaxy Buds Plus were broken. So I wanted to test that theory, and I went out and I bought another pair from Best Buy for 149 bucks, overpriced. And I bought them because I wanted to make sure that I didn't have a faulty pair. And it's the same thing. These do not sound good in my opinion at all. At all. Nope. But I'm a bass lover, right? So not a lot of bass on here. That's why I don't like them. These, however, the Galaxy Buds Pro, you're going to like how they sound. They sound really good. You're just going to like them. It's that simple. They sound great. Now we're going to check out the wearable app, and we're going to talk about the wearable app, and I'll show you guys the similarities inside of the app. Now, both of these, you can use one earbud at a time, and I'm going to show you that right now because I'm going to throw one of these in my ear for each of these so we can use the apps at the same time. So let me show you. We'll put the right earbud in for the Galaxy Buds Plus. You can see the animation here. We'll hit connect. And we are connected. You can see the case. My case is pretty much dead on the Buds Plus. 90% on the earbuds. And we're going to connect these. You can see the animation for the Buds Pro. If we hit connect, I'm going to throw the left one in my earbud. And you can see a little different animation on these two. And of course, the same battery percentages on here for the Buds Pro when you do connect them. And as you can see, one earbud each is in the case. So you can use one at a time for each, and it will recognize that on the Buds Plus in the Wearables app. And it will do the same for you in the Wearable app on the Galaxy Buds Pro. You can see it's only registering the left ear. Now we're going to take a look at the apps. You can see right off the bat a little difference. Ambient sound is already turned on, and it is set to high on the Buds Plus, and you can adjust that. Turn it to medium, turn it to low. We do have ambient sound control on the Galaxy Buds Pro as well. You do have an extra step. You have low, this is low, then you have a medium, then you have a high, and then you have an extra high. And extra high for me is a little too much. When you turn the ambient sound on extra high, sometimes I get some feedback, not all the time, but I have gotten some feedback every now and then when it is set to very high. And then it starts to become a little more digitally sounding, in my opinion. If you just leave it on high, it sounds really good. And both of the ambient sounds on here are pretty similar, and I would say neck and neck. You're not going to notice really any difference when they're both set to high or medium. They sound very similar, in my opinion. Very high right now, for me, is just a little too much. It's like overkill, but you might like it. So we'll see. Now, you do also have active noise cancellation on here. Now, you cannot use ANC with one earbud. So just keep that in mind. You have to have both earbuds in your ear to actually turn ANC on. Put in both earbuds for active noise cancellation. So we can talk about noise cancellation right now, actually. So, of course, the Galaxy Buds Plus do not have ANC. Galaxy Buds Pro do. And I'm not impressed with the ANC on the Galaxy Buds Pro. I'm hoping, because I have these very early, and this is an APK, that's how I got these to connect to the wearable app. I'm hoping when they're released, when the Buds Pro are released, and we do get that firmware update that includes the Buds Pro into the regular wearable app, I'm hoping that there's some sort of firmware update for ANC, because right now I am not impressed with ANC at all. Comparing these to some of the other earbuds I have with ANC, if you want to compare these to the AirPods Pro with ANC, it's not even close. It's not even close. The AirPods Pro with ANC blow these things away. And I am going to come out with a video later in the week and compare them to the AirPods Pro, to the Jabra Elite 85T, to the Earphone Free Pro, which is a $60 pair of earbuds with ANC. And that's kind of where these are headed, right? In that direction, like $50, $60 earbuds that have ANC. That's what I feel like this is right now. Hopefully there is a software update, because we know Jabra with the 75Ts did give us a software update where they just included ANC on their 75Ts, and it's really good for what they are. So ANC on here, not impressed right now. Hopefully that improves because I have these so early. Now, as you can see, if we scroll down, we do have the EQ settings for both. We have voice detect on here, and you have voice detect in here as well. It's just in a different location. And the EQ settings are exactly the same. Bass boost, soft, normal, clear, treble boost, dynamic. For me, bass boost and dynamic have been the best on the Buds Pro. That's what I am enjoying right now. I have it set to bass boost, but I go back and forth between that and dynamic. And on here, it does make a difference, but still not a lot of bass on the Buds Plus. So again, we talked about sound quality already. I absolutely prefer the Buds Pro over the Buds Plus. You can block touches if you want. Now, touch controls on here are basically the same thing. Touch controls out of the box come standard, but you can go in on the Buds Plus and you can go down and you can change whatever you want for the touch controller. So you can have access to all of the touch controls. You just have to play with it a little bit to get it to work the way you want. And on here, touch and hold will basically allow you to do either scroll through ANC, transparency mode, or off, or change it to control your volume up and down, or open up Bixby or open up Spotify. You can do that on here. And then out of the box, one touch is play and pause, two touches is next track and answering the phone call, three is reverse track, and then touch and hold. That's where you will adjust to either include volume or scroll through ANC. And it's pretty similar on both of these as far as touch controls go. Read notifications allowed. You can both do that in advanced on both of these. You do have seamless earbud connection, so you can go back and forth from device to device on these. Bixby Wake Up on the Buds Pro, and ambient sound use ambient sound during calls. You can have it set to turn on ambient sound so you can hear your own voice when you are making phone calls on here. Very similar. You can go in and you can reset your earbuds from the app. You can get software updates from the app. Now, if you go into labs on the Buds Plus, you can double tap your earbud and edge. And this is where the Buds Plus, you can actually get a little more functionality with your touch controls, where you basically can set it up to use everything all at once with touch controls, extra high ambient volume. You do have a gaming mode. There's also a gaming mode on here in labs and gaming mode on. So now you don't have this edge support on the Galaxy Buds Pro, at least not in this APK version of the app. So it's only on the Buds Plus right now. Extra high ambient volume. So you can add an extra level of ambient volume here, which they have right off the bat in the front of the app on the Buds Pro. So right, different places for different things, but overall very similar when it comes to the features in the app. So just keep that in mind. Both of these have Find My Earbuds. If you misplaced them, you can use Find My Earbuds to find them. So very similar, right? Comfort-wise also, I do prefer the Buds Pro over the Buds Plus, but even saying that, it's not like the Buds Plus are not comfortable. It's just preference, right? Now you can see the size on here, very similar in size, not much different on here. These look bigger because of this wing on here, but very similar in size. Overall, these things have a lot in common. Next, we're going to talk about latency, and you're not going to find any latency on here. Both of these have a gaming mode or a low latency mode, and everything plays just like it should. Audio and video are perfectly in sync. iOS devices, Android devices, you're not going to be disappointed at all in your latency. Now we're going to check out the mics. So we're going to see which one of these has the better mic. So let's check it out. We're going to start with the Buds Plus, and then we'll go right into the Buds Pro, and you guys can decide for yourself which one has the better microphone. What up, guys? This is the mic test for the Galaxy Buds Plus, the blue version. These are the earbuds from Samsung, and we have a new contender in the house, the Galaxy Buds Pro. Now, phone calls on the Galaxy Buds Plus have always been pretty good, so let me know how the mic sounds, especially when I compare it to the Buds Pro. Let me know in the comments below. What up, guys? The Galaxy Buds Pro. This is the mic test. I'm hoping the mic sounds good on here. These are the successor, the replacements for the Galaxy Buds Plus. I'm hoping the mic sounds better than what we got on the Plus. And the Plus, they weren't bad. Hopefully the Pros, if you're going to give it the Pro name, you got to give me a Pro mic. Let me know in the comments below. Now, both of these devices, you can switch back and forth from device to device. Just know that when I have done that, I do have to hit connect here on the phone, whether I'm going from an iPhone to an Android device. I've had to hit connect so far, so maybe that will be updated where it just switches automatically and I don't have to hit connect again. But just know, once you connect it to a device, it will just connect and ask you to connect from that device. Hopefully that changes over time with an update and it will just connect on its own. But right now I do have to hit connect, but it does recognize the device automatically, which is a good thing. So look, overall, these things very similar. And right now, what we're going to have when the Buds Pro are released, we're going to have a big difference in price, right? So what's really different about these, sound quality is different, ANC, but ANC I think needs to be improved on the Buds Pro. But even saying that, it does have ANC. It will take out some of that low frequency noise, those rumblings. Not going to do much for any high sounds, but a little bit on the low end. Think Earphone Free Pro, think that much of ANC, and I'm gonna have to compare it to those to see if it's even as good as that. But right now, ANC is just okay on these, but sound quality wise, these things blow the Galaxy Buds Plus away, in my opinion. Battery life on here, what do you like, right? 11 hours, 5 hours, 18 with the case, 11 with the case. So, you know, you can use one at a time on both to get a little more extra juice out of them. Overall, let me know what you think of the mics, which mic sounds better. Both of these have a low latency mode or a gaming mode, so very similar. Now, price-wise, right? We got to think about price, and we got to talk about price because these are going to be $200 at launch. Right now at Best Buy, these are $150. You can find them for cheaper on Amazon, and that's where I'm going to steer you to. But I also want you to think what else is out there, right? If you are not in the Samsung ecosystem and you are looking for a good pair of earbuds, you might not want to go this route. $200 earbuds right now in 2021, even in 2020, $200 earbuds are very expensive, and what we're getting for 50, 60 bucks are crazy impressive right now. So the days of spending this much money on earbuds are coming to an end. So just keep that in mind. But if you have to have a Samsung pair of earbuds, You know, 200 bucks, is it worth it? To me, no, it's not, because of what else is out there. They're still a really good pair of earbuds, but without that fantastic ANC like I thought they would have, they're not worth 200 bucks. You're paying for the name here, and unless they improve ANC, they're not worth 150 because of what else is out there. Now, these are overpriced at Best Buy. I paid 150 for them today, way overpriced. The sound quality on here, they're not that great, in my opinion. And, you know, I'll get the haters saying they're great, but they're not that great. Let's be real. Test some other earbuds. They're not that great. And at 150, they're way overpriced. 100 bucks, you can still find at 100 bucks much better earbuds than the Galaxy Buds Plus, in my opinion. And we're getting to a point right now where you can find $50 and $60 pairs of earbuds that can compete with these all day long. So just keep that in mind. If you're not stuck in the ecosystem of Samsung, you might want to look elsewhere. But saying that, if they do improve ANC on the Pros, they will bring some more value to the price point of these earbuds. But I gotta be honest with you guys. I love the sound on these earbuds. One of my favorites that I've heard in a very long time. I'm very impressed with the sound quality, and I look forward to you guys getting them and letting me know what you think of the sound quality on these earbuds. But that's it, guys. The Buds Pro, the Buds Plus, quick comparison. Let me know what you guys think. Drop some comments below. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be back soon. Peace.